you've got your space crab boat.
We're sailing off to our destiny.
Yeah, let me give
I think so.
Can we hear a bit of Enya?
The best form of transport as well, man. Space
We
crab boat.
actually got. Oh, here we go.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so these are the things rising out of the sea. They're about the size of, a good-sized skyscraper. So, the CIS building, I suppose, or other such. I suppose about, 25 stories high? And you reckon
It's
probably...
deep under the sea as well.
Yeah.
Numbers on.
Maybe, yeah, there are numbers. If you can read, there's 142 on that one. The next one's 143.
And is there just a continuous chain into to the horizon?
Yeah.
With these nets in between.
You'd think the nets would keep out the giant space crabs, wouldn't you?
Maybe that's what they're for.
Well, yeah. I mean, this image, I suppose, it's a bit misleading. Or would it be? No, yeah. So you're coming up, and you can see on the other side of the nets is the island that you could have gone to.
All right.
Right.
I'm with you.
This side of the net.
Yep.
Yeah, this side of the net, there are giant crab monsters. The other side, there's the island. And yeah, a big, long, continuous net. I mean, huge, big cables going across it. And sort of, you can see like a mechanism for lowering and raising them.
I reckon we can. Are they electrified? I wonder. We could possibly rest on these cables.
Excuse me.
Let's grab them.
Well, yeah, if they're electrical, yeah.
Oh,
well, when I say big, they're huge. So if you think of like the Forth Bridge or the Humber Bridge, that size of cable. So,
Right.
wow. Right.
Yeah, like I say, each of these individual grey structures is the size of the CIS. So
Yeah. You gotta need some thick ass cable, man.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see on the side of them there's ladders and balconies and doors leading into these structures, and you can see sort of lights and displays and that. So you think, yeah, there must be some kind of generator.
Maybe this is where the people live, man.
Yeah, the lights are on. There's got to be
You
someone.
know what I mean? Because basically, like the island's a bit fucked up with the baboon shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
too
it's
much
like,
scat on the island and
fuck being scattered on like totally constantly, man.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No one wants to live alongside the alpha betas.
It's not a pleasant place to be. And as you get closer, you can see the odd humanoid shape walking, behind the windows or going across a balcony or that. So it does look, I mean, not many. But
Have I got a loudspeaker?
You've not. You could create one if you were create it, but what you've got to do is sacrifice health points.
Health, yeah, I know.
Which you'll get back when you absorb them. But
I see.
to make a loudspeaker or a drone to go and fly around them, or
I reckon I will. I might just drone out here, guys.
That's a pretty good idea.
If I faint backwards.
yeah, I think a good drone.
Make a drone since I'm a little bit light on the old health wise.
Oh, right. So you don't want to create a drone.
As you can see, my processing skip powers are.
Well, I'm a martyr. I'm happy to create a drone for the greater good. I'll make a little drone.
Yeah, you can make a drone. Do you want like just a one health drone?
Or you could make a bare health drone and attack the tower, take it over.
Yeah.
It's just a little spy drone, man. I reckon only one health, unless does it need I don't know, does it need one health to make the drone and another health to put an eye on it or something? Or
go on. One health, it'll like you say, the drone. The other one will put a thing on. So it's got an eye and an ear, so you can like a little sensor unit on. So yeah, you can see and hear things.
Yeah, send it up there.
Is there anyone else doing this now?
I'm happy to let S1 report to
Report back as well.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you hold your hand out and some black miasma comes out and it forms a drone above you as the nanobots, form into the structure and they fly off. And yeah, you can see it flying out and up to these structures. It's a different metal from what you're made out of. But it's very shiny, sort of silvery metal. Like I say, lots of balconies, lots of doors leading in. It looks in one of the windows, and it's mainly machinery. Lots of levers and things like that.
Has it got them huge cog things?
There is a room with cogs. There's rooms with buttons, sort of Star Trek style, just sort of coloured buttons.
Flashing away.
Just go over and pound it.
Is that what you think whenever you watch Star Trek or whatever?
In, palm as much shit as I can before I get dragged out by Worf.
Yeah, Worf's definitely going to have you for that, man.
Get this madman off the bridge.
Just photon torpedoing. My drone, when he sees this, I'm sort of reporting it back to these guys. I take it I'm seeing it as it's happening. Does it spark any sort of azothic memory? Like, do I feel that this is more of a place of labour than living? Or do I think it's like a combination of the people live and work here, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not an aesthetic thing, but yeah, you can see that this is more for working. You can't really see any, residents, any beds or anything like that. It's flying all around, looking in all the windows. It all looks fairly industrial. You can see alongside there's like little kind of submersible pods docked in the bottom of the, sort of around this sort of area. And yet very few people on, you reckon, roughly, there's maybe about 10 or 15 people in this whole big structure. They also, you see people. Let me show you a picture of the creatures that are populating this.
Oh, dear God.
See this guy with the thing? Why is he so pale? But anyway,
he's blue.
He's blue, green hair. And he's got a kind of device that's activating something. And there's also very crude robots. Let me show you that.
He's got two rods like I have protruding from on his head, though. It's like some sort of rod head.
Right.
I think he's pressed that button and it's turned his eyes red like the button. It's made him evil.
Hello there.
Right, there's also these types of robot, sort of very crude. Yeah.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Standard reaction to a tweaky.
And yeah, they all seem to be sort of engaged in their whatever tasks they've been programmed to do, and the blue people are, getting on,
pressing buttons and doing stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So blue people.
At this range, is it possible to fly the drone to the island at this range, or would that take too long? Would it go too far?
It'd take a while. I mean, I should say it's been a good few hours of rowing. The star is starting to set in the distance.
Ooh.
So you reckon you could get there maybe an hour or so flying your drone? It'll get to the island.
Do we want to do it while we've got the drone?
I suppose you might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to sleep or eat, or you need to sleep once every 48 hours rather than 24.
Well,
I was just about to ask that. Do we need? Well, if we don't need to sleep or eat, I suppose time to us is very.
Well, sleeping is how we get our Pyros back, isn't it? It's one of the ways.
It's sleeping near either a generator or people. Yeah. You'll get one back at the start of the day anyway.
We've got to see if these people allow us into their beds.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully, and then
We're going to have to do some serious chatting up, man.
Well, I think they'll be amazed to see us. I think they'll be like, "Wow, no."
I think someone's going to press a button, and when nothing happens, they're going to start slapping us about, shaking us. This one doesn't work.
That's when they get laser sworded. Send the drone to the island.
Right. Well, yeah, you sit around in your crab boat for a while, and after an hour of sort of seeing this image of the sea, you come over this island. And go on, let me put this. Obviously, are you seeing this? So that's the structures you're at, and then there's this village here, which is the buildings. Is obviously more than just what you can see here. They're kind of very crude in comparison. Stone buildings, tiles on the roof. The odd bit of high technology, like radio mast and that sort of stuff, and some of those submersible pods. That's kind of all variations of them are around. But yeah, it looks like there's a whole village full of these blue skin guys, all setting up.
This guy's just chilling on the beach, is he?
Yeah, he's just watching the sun go down.
Yeah, cool.
This guy shakes his fist at your drone a bit. He's not 100% happy, but yeah, looks like they're getting ready for a feast of some kind, or getting a party or something.
That sounds like something that would be worth seeing. I think we should just try and get cracked straight to the party.
You think? Well, the other thing is, I mean, so in the towers, there's access to electricity, which is always a good thing. Whereas on the beach, less so.
Well, there's people that powers our Pyros back up, doesn't it?
It does. But you've got a bit of both on the towers.
Yeah.
We can bury ourselves in the sand near the people.
Do we want to spend the night in the towers? But what if we missed a party? What if this is the only party they ever have in 1,000 cycles?
No, we're FOMO, man. I can't deal with the FOMO here. We've got to get there.
I think all they ever do is party. I don't think they've got anything better to do with the time.
My character is quite intelligent and scientific, and what he's thinking is that he could use his miasma to create a little. I apologize for that. It's because I'm pissed. Like an engine.
Right.
Like a little, speedboat sort of engine thing.
Yeah.
Or if someone else would like to use their miasma again, because and that'll get us to the island quicker, so we get to the party, because I really don't want to miss out on this party.
Well, I like I say, I'm fully bashed out. So, what are people's health looking like? Oh, hang on, I should have recovered some of this.
Yeah, we know you're bashed out, man, but what's your health like?
Will our crab shell fit through the net?
A good point. A good point.
That's a good question. Probably not. If it's meant for crabs.
Well, we can climb through the net and walk the rest of the way, because there's going to be no jellyfish to eat us and stuff like that because of the nets. I'm going to assume.
No, I don't know. I reckon the jellyfish go through the net.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's only a short walk, though, isn't it?
I'm just gonna throw my. Why don't we just have a look in the tower in the hat? It's just easier, right? Can we get the boat through the nets?
No.
Oh, we're going to miss the party.
I'll summon me drone back.
What about a drone that's powerful enough to just carry us to the party?
Well, can we all? Oh, that's an interesting question, actually. Can we all like combine our miasma into that'd be a bit
like Transformers?
Yeah. Or like,
or you know, some kind of transforming robot. I mean, not breaching any copyright.
You could. I mean, it would be quite dangerous because you'd all be very low on health. There was something moored here, if you remember.
Yeah, we could nick one of the pods.
Oh, it's a pod. Oh, sorry, I misheard. I didn't hear about a pod.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a row of submersible pods.
We just fucking rob one of them.
Yeah, let's nick a pod. I mean, it's not stealing really, because do we know what stealing is? We're just going to use a pod.
I gotta say, I'm not fully on board.
A society where they don't value property like that. They just have.
Well, I think they probably value property. My aesthetic memory or whatever the hell it is telling me that probably.
That's not. It's not a major trait of all cultures, though, man. I reckon there's a lot of cultures out there that are just a bit more meh. Let's not get attached to these shit things, man. You know.
I just don't think we've just arrived in this, in this world. Is the first thing we do
say this is
commit a crime when we could just sort of like say hello. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm happy to walk there. I'm happy to take the plunge and walk the rest of the way.
Oh fuck it, man! No, I'm not looking a space pod in the mouth, man. I'm getting me into a space pod. I reckon I've got computer and science and shit that'll get me in.
Just to be clear, I've got no Pyros left, so I ain't saving nobody with my sparks.
Yeah, so we're not walking.
Right.
Okay,
can I persuade everybody to follow to get in the pod? Because I'm
happy with the pod. We can apologise and we can hand it over. We just
I've got persuasion and manipulation, man. I'm the robot who likes to con people.
Okay, go on. Yeah, go on. I'll go along with it.
Right, well, it'll be what persuasion and manipulation, you say, versus your resolve and.
Well, I've rolled 4 successes.
Okay, yeah, that works. My resolve and what?
You resolve, and you resolve in your willpower, whatever your maximum willpower will be. Oh no, sorry, however many points of willpower you've got now.
Oh, I see. Can I do that? Can I just highlight that?
I'm trying to help you here, man.
Oh, I can't actually highlight that, so I'm just going to have to do that manually.
You can become an outcast through this. You'll have to thank me.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to split up, that is an option. If you.
Oh, it's never a good option, though, is it?
No. Well, oh. Right, roll those 10s again. So you roll 2d10. Right. Oh, 4 successes as well. So yeah, you're at an impasse. I think, to be honest, I'm going to split up. You all seem you're driven. You want to be an outcast.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, and you're.
No, fair enough. Maybe this is the point where I become a true outcast.
Yeah.
Although it's a slightly bizarre way of being an outcast is you have to introduce myself to these people. That's how I'm casting myself out.
Yeah.
By being friendly.
Right. So you're gonna approach and get onto one of these buildings.
I'm going to climb one of these ladders and say hello.
All right. And are you both getting in the pod, or are you walking the sea, S1?
I think
go in the sea and become a martyr, man.
I think the sea's safe, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm a martyr. I'm doing the trial the hard way, man. I'm gonna walk there.
I'm going straight to the party.
we all completely split up.
That way. Right. So we'll go in the order that you are on the screen for me. So S1, that'll be you first. You leap out the shell and plummet to the bottom of the sea.
Yep.
Fairly quickly. I would
Oh,
imagine.
lessons learned, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to the bottom. You can see where these nets go sort of down into under the sand.
Yeah, well, it's worth knowing how deep it is. Do we plummet so much that it goes dark, or is it's shallower here?
It's shallower. So this is like kind of as deep as this level goes, if you know what I mean. Like as you were walking out, you realize there's a bit of a shelf down, if you know what I mean. You know,
Yeah.
so you go down. It's probably about the same. It's like 25 stories up, 25 stories down. There are pods and openings all the way down. And you can see there's this, the mechanism for sliding the nets up and down goes, all the way to the bottom of the sea, as you'd probably expect. And yeah, you just start heading off. It's not that dark, really. So do you want to give us a wits and animal, Ken?
Yeah. One more. I'll live the dream, see what happens. Wits. And animal can. Alright, one sec. Let's see what happens.
I can't believe the decisions that I've just seen, man.
You can't believe what?
And the decisions we've all just made.
Yeah, I've never known.
Well, I suppose it makes sense. It does make sense.
Just literally everyone just goes their own way.
Yeah.
Good couple of
You know what,
successes.
right? Fucking hell.
Yeah, maybe you'll meet up again, when you become human or something. Right, 2 successes. Yeah, you reckon you're free from the giant crabs and the jellyfish, but you never know. Shallow waters like this do tend to attract the old space sharks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take me time, man. I'm gonna like crawl on my belly crab-like. I mean, I'm saying to take me time.
And disturb the sediment as much as possible. that sounds to keep the track.
I would imagine that, given our agility and our configuration, that walking on all fours, I reckon we'd be almost as fast as we are on 2 feet, maybe. I'd give it a go.
Yeah,
I scuttle along the bottom.
You scuttle along, and you do. Now you're watching out for him. You see off in the distance, the sort of silhouette of a shark. Every so often being illuminated by a shaft of light. Give us an intelligence an animal can.
Oh God. I'm getting ready to sort of bury myself in the soft sand. I'm thinking of burying myself in the soft sand.
Right.
Did that roll then? It didn't,
No.
did it?
No.
Oh,
You've
bloody
got
hell, it's this
the window,
box
man.
thing. God, right. There you go.
Right. You reckon, space sharks are usually attracted to blood. And you don't have any blood, so maybe you'll be all right.
yeah, I'll just ignore you.
Yeah, I'm not going to taste good. I continue with my scuttling, but I get ready to sort of...
Oh, you keep going, and you've got this shark in your peripheral vision, and you start to think, maybe it's not paying any attention to you, but it has got something in its sights. There's something that's piqued its interest, and it seems to be, once you start getting near the beach, it's staying out, a sort of fair distance out. You're now at the point where you could kind of swim up and pop your head out the water for a second and have a look, see how close you are to the land and that sort of thing.
I popped my head out a little, but I'm also interested in what that shark's stalking, because it might be looking to hurt someone.
Right. Well, yeah, you stick your head out the water, spin around 360. You see, the beach, as you would expect. And yeah, what looks like a little kind of silvery boat, like half of a sphere, with a couple of blue-faced teenagers playing and slapping the water and having a jolly old time, blissfully unaware of the space shark circling.
Well, I can't swim, can I? I reckon the space shark's too high for me to chop at or anything, is it? So I'd be better off getting to land and trying to alert some of the blue-faced guys.
Yeah, you could do.
Can't believe
see this guy kipping on the beach.
I'm not there.
See this fella having a kip.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like only pop a bit of my head out because I acknowledge I don't look at him, and I'm just gonna shout, "Help, teenagers! Space shark! Space shark!" and then submerge my head.
Right. Well, you submerge your head. You can't see what he does, but a minute or so later, you can see the bottom of what looks like one of these sort of silvery half-sphere boats slowly moving its way out into the water.
Oh.
I suppose as a martyr, I'm not looking for any glory or anything like that. I've given me warning. I might just hang around there now, waiting for my guy.
Are you getting sort of shallow enough to have your head out the water properly? I take it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can see this guy. A bit of a group's appeared on the beach, and there's a few of these boats of people have leapt in, and they're essentially sort of space kayaks, really, but silver instead of long. And they're a couple of blue-faced guys have leapt in, and they're rowing their way out to this group of teenagers, and they're shouting to them. And yeah, there's a crowd forming. Do you announce yourself, or
I'll walk out of the water and see if they attack me?
Well, a couple of them sort of step back and kind of nudge each other and point at you, but they don't look terrified. Just kind of, oh, that's a bit weird, and then get back to sort of watching what's happening. It looks like these teenagers are having a bit of a struggle. It's like some kind of riptide has caught them, and they're getting dragged out. And this little black.
They need someone to save them.
If only.
Give us an intelligence and science.
Okay. I don't think that's going to go well for me. Oh, you never know.
Is there no chance I might be here already if I was to be successful in my endeavour?
Well, we'll get to you there, but now.
Right.
It's good.
Right. You reckon that the way that
Immediately arrested by the space police.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to start rolling your new character, that might actually save you. You look at the way these silvery boats are bouncing, and they're obviously made out of some kind of super buoyant material. You reckon you could pilot a boat towards them? And you're quite. Are you quite strong? Have you got high strength? Or
very agile, not very strong. Average strength, but great agility.
Right. Well, yeah. You reckon you could use one of these boats to get out, to the teenagers if you wanted to. Or...
Yep. Okay. I'll go and try and save them. As they're having trouble, I'm going to do the right thing, or what I think is the right thing.
Cool. Yeah, you start rowing out. You will say just the strength and dexterity together to see how fast you.
Okie doke.
That's not too bad. Let's just see how fast these overs are going. Right, they've only got one success, so you do overtake the other, the natives rowing out there. Just as you're getting within a couple of boat lengths of the teenagers, you can see them sort of waving and shrieking, help us, help us. Suddenly, this great maw comes out of the water
Leap into it.
and bites a chunk out of their boat. And they start screaming.
Hold the more open like that.
I reckon just straight in with my laser sword.
What into the... It's a bit of their boat, which is...
No. I was messing about. I meant into its mouth. But
Right.
no.
But yeah...
I get as close as I can to give it a bit of a stabbing to scare it away. If possible.
Two choices. You can either spend another round rowing, or leap out the boat and lightsaber it, but you'll only get like one shot at it before you sink.
I'm going to carry on rowing because their boat's going to be damaged. I'm not after any sort of glory here. I'm doing something. I'm just doing a job. So I'm going to carry on rowing.
Right. Well, if he gets more than 3 successes,
You're a martyr, man. You've got to do more than your job, man. Maybe it means like, those martyrs at work, those people. Oh, yeah, go on, I'll do it. Rather than your more sort of religious martyr. Go on, I'll make everyone's tea again.
2 successes to get nearer to the boys in the boat.
Yeah, you're getting near to it, but the shark's going to roll his attack, which I think I've got this. If it gets 3 successes, it's caught a teenager's leg in its mouth. Right, 1, 2, and it's getting a re-roll.
Ooh, drum roll.
Oh!
3.
Yeah, 3. Grabbed the teenager and it's dragged it off the boat with it.
Can I? I've got these reflexive things. Can I do a serpent strike?
Right, yeah.
Let me just see what a serpent strike does.
Sounds like something you should be doing, though.
On the turn where this distillation is fully charged, is it?
How many pyros does it cost?
2.
All right, I think you can only. Oh, I don't know if I've been saying this before, but you can only spend 1 per round. You can only spend 1 per your Azoth per round. So I don't know if anyone.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
So you have to spend an attack charging it up. 1 attack putting a pyros in, the next attack put another pyros in.
Right, so I can't get into.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I've been only using the right ability, but if I tried to use one of the other abilities I was talking about, I couldn't have because I haven't got. It costs 2 pyros. And I can't.
Yeah, I was doing illegal stuff before, but to be fair,
were you being illegal?
It was only 1.
Yeah, your wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use my swift feet? That costs 1 and it doubles my movement speed. So can I activate that and I don't know, try and sort of jump from my boat to theirs and have a chop at a shark that's trying to...
You're in range now because you
Have you not got Parker?
Oh, I'm in range. Right, okay.
Yeah, so you could you could just lean out your boat and hit it now if you want.
Oh, cool. Right, well, I'll do that. Sorry, right. I'll keep it simple.
Oh, boom.
It's defense, sorry.
Well, always with the defense.
Yeah, 5.
Right, hang on.
Can you not just take 5 off that? No.
No, because it's 5 dice less rather than 5 successes.
I know, man, but that's penance, man, for forgetting to tell him.
Oh, that's not bad. And that's plus 2 for the save, so that's 6.
Right, yeah, that's a big scar down its dorsal fin, and a slightly chewed up teenager floats to the top and starts to get back in the boat.
Get in. Oh, sorry.
The shark is going to take a bite, but this teenager's got a fair defense, kicking and thrashing. Oh, just nips her ankle. Right, so yeah, the shark's got the teenager again.
Can I swipe at it again?
You can, yeah.
Save teenager, kill shark. What's its defense? It was -5, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that's 3.
Right. Actually, yeah. Yeah, this shark's... Well, let's see. Let's do it proper. Let's see if this shark... Yeah, no, it's determined to get food. It must be starving to death. So it's going to carry on chewing this girl. He's lost a bit of defense now. Oh,
That's a hungry shark, man.
it is. That's 3 successes. So, ooh.
Ouch. The teeth,
Right.
man. The teeth.
I'm going to do something logical.
Right.
But tell me if this is, if I wouldn't do this. But I'm thinking, it's got hold of a leg. I chop a leg off. The shark gets its food, and
Everybody's happy.
the girl lives.
The mediator, man.
Yeah, I reckon the people on the beach are definitely going to see you as the hero in that scenario.
And the Solomon, man.
That is something that is physically possible, yeah. Most of the damage has been to a lamb. It's a lot of damage. Maybe some of the pelvis has been worried upon. It's an arm, a leg.
They're all bionics, man, and shit here, man. They're high-tech people.
You could do a sort of big circular swing and get her arm and a leg. And
Get her arm and a leg.
oh, I suppose no. You're not trying to get. It's not like you're cutting away poison, is it? Yeah. So yeah, if you chopped off a leg, that'd release the shark, and it'd still have a mouthful of food.
Okay, so what's her defense?
Her defense now is 2.
Right. Okay. I'm going for I'm going for a clean cut, man.
Okay.
Clean cut. So
Right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll let the defense is 4. I was going to say anyway, so that don't count.
Oh right.
Oh, no,
Okay.
man.
So that you don't just hack at her. You know what I mean?
Right. Defense is
You're going for a clean cut. You want to get the leg off where, sort of just above the knee,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, no one wants the knee, man.
No, I don't need the knee.
Not when you've got nothing underneath it, man. It's pointless.
So the defense is 4.
The defense is 4. I would say you'd need at least 3, but you're going to get that if you hit anyway. So if you hit, you've...
Okay, let's do this.
Hey,
yeah.
I like it.
She screams as her leg gets yanked under the sea. A brother who was next to her in the boat pulls her in, and by now the other 2 boats have caught up with you.
Throw yourself into the sea, man. Become the martyr. Just throw yourself in.
They're looking wild-eyed at you, but they snatch the girl out and start, dress. One of them's dressing her, the other's rowing back to shore. So we'll end your bit there. G5. You climb out the shell onto a sort of metal ladder.
yeah, I'm climbing up the ladder, mumbling to myself about how those guys clearly, I didn't fit in with those guys anyway. Maybe these humans here will accept me, but maybe not. We'll see. Probably not.
Well, you can but try.
You can but try.
So you get up the ladder. You see there's a couple of doors that are locked, but you eventually find one that looks like a bit of a service hatch that you can, just press a button and open it up if you wanted to go inside this thing.
Cool. Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, you go in. It's all, very sort of simple metal corridors, all this shiny metal, and all the way around it there are banks of, buttons and levers and that sort of thing.
The temptation.
Yeah. Do you press anything?
No, I'm not that. I'm not that way inclined.
Yeah. Do you want to do any? Have you got computers as a skill, or
Have I got what? Sorry.
computers as a skill? Computers and intelligence. See if you can figure what any of it actually does.
No. No science.
Yeah, go on then. Intelligence and science.
Intelligence. Tick.
This is really where I should be, man. Is actually have both.
Yeah.
Oh well, you'll be getting to use your such things as well.
Why does it say wound penalty? What?
Oh, right. As well, if you've got your bars full, if your bars full,
In, man.
taking penalties.
Oh right. Well, but hang on a second. I didn't actually. I didn't add my science in there. So I'm going to roll that again.
Yeah. What?
I don't know why that happened. Let's try again. Yeah, but hang on. The actually, right. One success. That's something.
Oh, wounded, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I dare say I've probably healed a bit since I took those wounds. It was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. How?
That was from the monkeys.
That was. Yeah. You've. Oh, right. Yeah. A few hours have passed. So
Yeah, so I'll be healed.
Did you have any
Each
lethal
monkey.
damage or
Who are you talking to, sorry?
G5? Did you have lethal damage or was it just bashing?
No, it was all just bashing damage.
Yeah, it'll feel by now.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So yes, from what you can tell, there's just sort of industrial machinery. It's like there's winches and that sort of thing that you can imagine for lifting the cables. There's no sort of central computer as well. That's one thing you notice about this. It's all, every piece of machinery has its own, operating panel, as it were. So there's no kind of hacking to be done or anything like that. Anywhere you could do that.
Right, I wouldn't know where to begin anyway, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, and you're not sure if it's that this technology is too advanced for you or too basic for you. But yeah, it's pretty much machinery rather than computers.
Right.
But you do see, as you're coming up, there's a room that's obviously got someone in, moving about. Do you go and announce yourself, or?
I think I will. Yeah, I'll just. Well, do you know what? I'm going to be. Am I programmed to be polite? There's a certain sort of memory. Something's triggering in me that says, "Don't people normally knock?"
Yeah. You knock. Your voice. Come in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. This guy's going to get a shock. Yeah. I walk in.
So he does.
Hello?
Seems to get a bit of a shock, and then sort of, he looks a bit frustrated and carries on, sort of pressing buttons, and he looks. What do you want?
I kind of want to know what's going on. I've just woken up.
What do you mean you woken up? You've been switched on, mate.
I guess so. I was on the island over there. I literally just woken up. I switched on. I don't know who switched me on. I don't really know. I just remember an angel and then island and then
It sounds like you're a bit messed up in the head, mate.
I'm a bit confused, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, you need to get back to whatever sector you're supposed to be to carry on with your job.
Well, I have no idea what that is. I like I say, I was on that island over there.
Well,
I don't think I have a job.
What were you doing on the island, mate?
I don't know. I just woke up. I woke up and some monkeys attacked us. They weren't monkeys. I think they were baboons.
Oh, you must have been on one of the islands over there. He points sort of in the direction of where you've come. That's sort of on the other side, the crab side of the barrier.
That's right. Yeah. That's where I was.
Oh, I can't think what you'd be doing out there, but I suppose. Now, you robots help out around here. You all have assigned jobs. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know much about how you guys work. why don't you go and see? Let me have a look at my list of names, see who works in what department, who is in charge of the robots. You want to go and see Nicow.
Nico.
Yeah, go and see Nicow. He'll sort your brain circuits out.
Where's he then?
He's on the 10th floor. You want to go 5 floors down and then across. He gives you directions.
Yep.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thanks very much. Sorry to bother you.
Disquiet him, man.
Well, actually, that's what I'm just having a look. Right.
Shall scapegoat him. Just perfect.
It's him.
So,
He woke me. I am Azimuth.
right. Yes.
Oh,
It does.
I
So,
didn't like that.
right. So, what is you have? Because what you've Immortal and Promethean engage in a conversation lasting more than a few minutes, or exchange personal information, which you did.
Oh, yeah. You're being personal, man.
So,
Oh,
this is. Right, okay, so you roll your Azoth as a dice, and I roll Resolve and Composure. And we see who gets the most successes.
Okay.
So if you get the most successes, then you'll of course disquiet him. So he's rolled that, he's got 1 success.
Well, that's probably about the most I'm going to get. Oh, there you go. 2 successes.
Right. If a player rolls successes equal to or exceeding the storyteller, the victim gains the disquiet condition or advances to stage 2 if they've already got it. So this guy has disquiet. Let's have a look what that does.
I reckon you may have caused some disquiet S1.
I reckon that button's for his sticky bomb that he's put on the back of your head.
Disquiet.
This is going to contribute to my
Outcast status.
my outcast status, indeed.
You'll be singing "Hey Ya" before you know it, man.
I thought that earlier when I heard Outcast. It was just that guy's voice pops into my head. I ain't just being honest.
Right. Disquiet. Stage 1. A victim is confused and annoyed by the Promethean's presence. The Promethean suffers a -2 penalty to all social rolls against the victim. And that's
Oops.
open.
What? Hang on, because I succeeded. That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it's just your Azoth overwhelmed him.
Oh man,
Yeah,
keep your hands off in your pants, man.
Yeah. So he's giving you dirty looks as you leave him.
Yeah, no, that definitely has an effect on me. I feel like, oh shit, oh everyone hates me. It's not
I
fair.
reckon you get yourself a beat, man.
I think I should.
You do. You get a beat for.
Creeping people out.
I've got 5 beats. What does that mean?
Right. Well, you've got over 1 experience point. I think it's 3. Well, I'll check at the end, but I think it's 3 experience gets you. 3 beats gets you an experience point.
Go. Oh shit.
Yes, so you head down to what was his name again? Nicow. And yeah, you see a guy, similar looking bloke, blue hair, blue skin, green hair, and he's prattling about. There's a load of those robots queued up on bays that look like they're recharging, and you could. So
when you say those robots, you mean robots like me?
no, they're like the sort of metal Mickey one.
Oh, right, yeah, the basic ones, yeah.
These ones.
Yeah.
And he turns around and looks at you and goes, "Oh, God, you look like you've taken a fair amount of damage there."
Well, I don't know. I'm feeling a lot better.
Crikey, look at the state.
Went for a bit of a swim. I could do with a bit of assistance. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my life. I woke up about a few hours ago on the island over there. Well, apparently the island on the you know the with where the crabs are, where there's not supposed to be any robots. Apparently, I just spoke to some other guy who told me that I shouldn't have been there, but that's where I was. I don't know what's going on.
No.
Do you know what's going on? Help.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing out there, but it sounds like you've had a bounce to the noggin and forgot some of your programming. No, I've not seen one like you before as well. You're a strange-looking chap. Yeah, must have washed overboard. You don't remember anything about who you are or what's going on?
All I remember is some sort of angel, a metal angel. I don't really, doesn't mean anything to me. And
maybe you robots do go to heaven. What a strange thing. Space heaven, of course. Many don't, but I still worship the many gods of space. But yeah, no, you must be a new model, I take it, from the corporation. That's what you're on, a corporation facility. Getting ready for the big harvest tomorrow. So somehow you'll be involved in that, I'd imagine.
I don't know. I mean, you say I must be a new model, but to be honest, I mean, where I woke up, it looked like an ancient, it looked like a pretty old building that we were in. I don't know. I got the impression that maybe we'd been there for a while.
I can't see how, mate. I mean, I suppose corporation's been fishing this moon for probably 100 space units of time. You reckon that would be about, the Astotic Memory tell you that's the equivalent of one Earth year.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yep. So maybe you're from the early days. I mean, don't take offense, pal, but you do look a bit old-fashioned, a bit grubby. So maybe you've been out there for years.
Well, I'm not going to take too much offense.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so. You metal fool, and he sort of taps you playfully with his wrench. Well, we'll have to sort you out. Don't want to keep you. We'll get in trouble with the...
Sorry, what do you mean sort me out? Is that just to be clear?
We'll get your programming fixed. Find out what activity you're supposed to be working in.
I'm not sure about... I mean, what's involved in this reprogramming?
Well, they'd sort of recalibrate all the crystals in your head. Look, come on. And he sort of pulls the top off, the robot he was working on. And its heads don't look anything like you with the crystals now. It's more almost steampunky. It's lots of cogs and things in crystals. You get that there's a lot of squeezing of piezoelectric crystals going on. Completely different here. And he sort of points at it. See, all these different valves and whatnot would have to be calibrated properly. It's a bit beyond me. Most of the robots, it gets set up to do a certain set of programs and off to go. I mean, I have to say, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with one before. That's really strange. Roll your ass off.
Don't roll me ass off.
Roll your ass off, man.
I shall do that. No successes.
Oh, he got one. So you failed. So he hasn't. He's managed to gird his loins. Yes.
Keep your lines girded, mate.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I've ever spoke to one that's had this amount of control over its dialogue. He must be a brand new model. I think you've just got a little bit space crazy. So, listen, why don't you hang around here, make yourself useful, and after we've done the harvest tomorrow, you can.
What's the harvest? Clarify what's the harvest again?
Oh, it's the space crab mating season.
Oh, right, okay.
This is when they all come flowing in this way. We catch them in these big old nets. The ships come down, take them off. We get paid. You help me out, I'll get you sent back to the corporation for readjusting. That sound fair?
I'm not entirely convinced by the readjusting bit. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. I'm not sure what that involves. But maybe I'll tell you I'll come back to you on that one. If I come back this time tomorrow and we can discuss it further.
Yeah, go on. Come back at sun up. Well, star up. Don't know why I said that. And be ready to lend a hand. And yeah, I can help you out.
Will do. Right,
Thank you,
it's
man.
not speaking to you.
Yeah, pleasure.
Very
mate.
helpful.
Yeah. Right, well, we'll end your section there for now. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Well, what are you doing? Are you heading towards the island, or are you going to stay on this?
I think, to be honest, I'm probably going to head for the island. I'm feeling a little bit exposed on my own here. So
Right, yeah. Well, end yours there. And S2, you're just getting out the crab shell, and you can see these sort of row. There's about half a dozen of these. What's it called? Submersible pods.
Right.
Like, I mean, like
I look at it.
you know the submarine that what's his name? The Titanic guy, James Cameron. You know those kind of individual submarine pods. Can you picture them? You know what I mean?
No. Like James Bond style ones.
Yeah, I suppose. Are they
Like an egg sort of thing.
reasonably like an egg?
Yeah, there was one in the film Abyss as well, wasn't there? The Abyss. And...
Oh yeah, like this thing.
Yeah.
That more. Yeah, I'm with you. Right, cool.
Yeah.
What about a bit of intelligence and computer?
Yeah, give us that. Let's see what you can.
oh well.
Right. Yeah, an exceptional success. You can realise just from looking at these that there's no computers on board. Everything's an individual machine.
Exceptional computer.
Yeah.
Oh, the exceptional discovery.
Yeah, but what you can tell you, like I say, my God, there's no sort of central computer that you can kind of hack. Everything's done on an individual basis.
Right.
So there's a machine that's holding all these things in place that you figured out, how you can use it to unlock a.
Release it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you. All right, so I have had some success.
Yeah, you have, and what's it called? Actually, you've realised as well, given its exceptional success, that there's an alarm. So if one of these is, unclipped without, the proper ID,
Oh, boo!
it's gonna have an alarm.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, fuck it! I'm getting to the party, man. I'm driven. There is no way I am missing this party, man. Dude, just set the alarm off. I'll leap in.
Yeah, you get in. Well, this, once it obviously takes a bit for it to lower into the water.
Oh no, man! I'm like, come on!
You hear an alarm going off, sort of, you know,
They're not going to be bothered, man. They'll just think it's just what's it.
Just bare sentry turrets, man. Just
No, you know what, man? I think it's probably there's a bit of a bad afterthought, but I'm doing my thing where I asked, "What is the greatest danger?"
Right, you don't have to pay Pyros for that, do you? Is that?
Yeah, I'm paying.
Right.
I'm paying now, man. Yeah.
The greatest danger is, I suppose, is getting taken by a load of these blue guys and dismantled. But you know, just as you sort of, you know,
I'm gonna chance it, man. I reckon I can talk my way out of this.
The door flies open next to you, and a couple of them come running out. No weapons there, but they look shocked. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Gotta get to a party, mate.
What the what?
There's a party. Come on, jump in. I'll take you. There's a beach party. It looks awesome.
You seem just standing looking confused at you. Give us your Azoth roll.
Right, how do I do that?
Just basically roll 1d10.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, let me make this visible.
Oh, where have the actual dice gone?
It's kind of weird. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings. We're all in this weird sort of like timeline that's going backwards and forwards. Shark attack hasn't even happened yet.
Right, I think I've rolled there. That's a 7. I don't think that's successful.
No, but that was, in this case, it's good. Your Azoth hasn't over. He's rolled.
Yeah. He's not been disquieted.
He's not been disquieted at all, actually. He's got 2 more. Right, 4 success. That was almost an exceptional success. He almost.
He's calm, man. This guy's like fucking ice.
Yeah, he's just stood there, utterly baffled. He watches you climb into the thing and start, you know, getting a grip for the controls. Give us an intelligence and oh, you got an exceptional success. So you figure out.
Am I already I've already been clicking the buttons in my mind as I was getting in. No,
I know there's going to be a big green button above my head. I'll press that, and then a joystick will come out of the ground, and that's how I'll control it. Sure enough, but yeah, just as you're disappearing under the water, you catch a glimpse of. Well, you hear the sound of another one of these pods being released.
Come in. I'm glad.
Towards the island.
Party.
Yeah, and just as you start getting nearer, these things aren't very fast. You start to see
Space shark.
A space shark looking fairly chopped up. Disappearing, and yeah, you get to the bay, the beach. Sorry.
How did my guy walk there faster than me? Oh, these things are a bit slow.
They are. There was a riptide. The riptide that was dragging the teenagers out was giving you a load of shit for. In fact, go on then. Yeah, you're right. As you're struggling in the riptide, give us a wits and composure roll.
Oh, right. Well. Oh, hang on. Wits and composure. No, I'm not doing too badly there. Some success.
Right, you notice there's a big space shark, bigger than the one that was going after the boat that you saw started to circle, and this riptide's basically holding it in a position, and it's about to come and take a chomp out of the side of your ship. Now your ship has 10 health before.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So yeah,
come on, you dickhead!
right.
Boo! I push the joystick down as hard as I can.
It's got 3 attacks. If it hasn't done 10 damage to you by then, you manage to escape it. If not,
Yay.
you find right. 1, 2. 2 for his first attack. You hear the screech of metal as it tries to bite into you.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Cracking
second.
the shark, man.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, fucking hell, this is a hungry shark, man.
Oh, that's quite bad.
4, 5.
Oh.
No, sorry, it's just 4, so that's right. It's not terrible.
Is it cracked the shell, man? That looks like the shell's cracked, man.
No, it's 10 health.
10.
Yeah, there's a big dent, a big 2 side.
I thought it'd already done damage, though.
It's got to do 10 damage to you.
In one go?
No, altogether. So it's done 6 up to now. So it's got to do 4 on this last one. And then
Right.
this is its last chomp. So if it manages to do 4 again, it's burst it. If not, you're safe. Oh, Jesus. You see a cloud of space shark teeth splinters float past you.
That is a fistful of fail, my friend.
That is a fistful of fail.
Behind you, though, you hear a couple of chomps on another submarine. Let's see how well your friend does. Right, 1, 2, 3 on the first chomp.
Why are they following us and risking their life just to follow some crazy robot? The
3.
party must be that good.
He's just overwhelmed with curiosity. What the fuck's going on? Probably climb on your bike and ride off saying, I'm going to a party. You'd be like, what the fuck? Right, let's see if your friend. Your
I
new
would be
friend-
shocked, man, if my toaster got up and just fucked off in a
Right.
rang a taxi and got off.
Right, your friend, he's managed to get through. His, well, not your friend, your follower. He's survived the shark attack as well. Right, and then as this all happens, you get yourself up to the beach at the same time as my guy. G5, you step into the water, and the riptide changes direction, whisks you to the beach in next to no time. As you're all kind of getting onto the beach at pretty much exactly the same time.
Oh, what an amazing thing.
And yeah, as you stand up, there's a circle of these guys, one that's come out of a submarine and a group just kind of staring at you, not really knowing what to make of you. I mean, you two have just appeared, but you know, it's up for debate whether you helped the girl or not. You did chop a leg off, but that did free her from the shark. And
I think you might need to do some persuasion.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I flashed my rod, man. I retract my rod.
keep your red
yeah,
Is there a
that's straight looks as well.
Yeah, there is a persuasion. Have persuasive value.
Yeah.
So the girl with the leg,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that persuasive, but I'm going to just tell the truth. But I'll put my, I'll try and use my wits and manipulation.
What are you? Why? What are you saying to me? 'Cause is it manipulation or?
Or presence, or...
Yeah, not if you're telling the truth.
Yeah, let me just remind myself of what the skills are again. But
I'm here to help, man.
yeah.
Empathy. Have you got any empathy?
I can come over and help with this, man, because I can talk to people.
Yeah,
Socialize.
expression. If that's it. If you
Oh, I've not got expression. No, I've got empathy.
right, yeah, empathy and
Yeah, also they're, you know.
Yeah, I think I need to roll an empathy roll before I start screaming party anymore.
yeah, you might need to do a quick read of the room, as it were. Presence and expression. Sorry, presence and empathy.
Oh, bugger, sorry.
A wits and empathy. Yes.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just say the shark was going to drag the girl under to her death. I cut her free. I couldn't kill the shark. One more blow, and it would have lived, and the girl would have died. So I freed the girl.
Yeah, you see, one of the guys sort of look to the rest of the people there and say, "You got to admit he's using some good logic for a robot there. Without him, the shark would have taken them both." I mean, I don't know about you. I feel pretty strange saying this to a robot, but thank you, friend. You probably saved me daughter there, and me son.
You're welcome. They are fine children, may they grow strong.
I hope there's something wrong with your programming, you three. And as the guy gets out the submarine, he's like, "Oh, I think there is. This one left in a bloody pod and came all the way here shouting party."
Isn't it not a party? Has the shark spoiled the party?
Well, you guys have kind of spoiled the party. We haven't spoiled it, I don't think, but you put it temporarily on hold. And
whatever I'm doing to keep it on hold, I will stop it.
I've got socialize. Can I do a bit of protocol droid action? You know.
You can, yeah. That's gonna. I mean, this is all provoking disquiet. I mean, you can kind of see that they're kind of wanting to speak amongst themselves. They're not,
The space gods have sent us to teach you
I'm happy to not speak to them for the moment.
I'm fine letting
them into myself somewhat.
Yeah.
I might think about my exotic memory. That thing that I can do. I've still got some Azor left. I can ask, have any still living Prometheans been here? I think that's an obvious answer, actually. I don't think I need to ask that.
I don't know.
I wonder about a milestone. Is there a milestone that can be achieved here? Can I help somebody?
You probably can. I personally think the Promethean question is a more important one. Because what qualifies as a Promethean is the important question.
There's my role, GM.
You have already asked this question, though.
Oh, right. Can I not ask it
the
again?
other question?
Ask it again. Yeah, it's. Well, you haven't completed the milestones.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Maybe I did ask you the question. Have any still living Prometheans been here?
Right. Yes, but a long time ago.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we thought, I suppose.
Centuries ago. There was one. Yeah, they're all. You can hear them talking, and like I say, they're not really treating you as people. They just reckon that you must have come from, the corporate structures, the fishing, and you're malfunctioning. But it just so happens that it was a good malfunction in this time. But yeah, they're not that bothered about, they're not. They don't want to dismantle you or anything. You get the impression that now they know that they've decided you're safe. They're going to pretty much ignore you unless you interact with them.
What could I? Well, I mean, I don't know. Would I be motivated to do this? I don't know, but for some reason, I feel motivated at the moment to manipulate them into saying we've been sent by the corporation to help you party before the harvest. We're like party.
You want to party with these guys? I don't know. It's up to you if you want to.
If you want,
someone's life's been saved, man. It's time. It's the best time.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, like I say, you're out of the conversation, so you can talk about this amongst yourselves and plan. No one's really, they go back on the beach.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Let's convince them that we're party bots.
Well, the other thing is, I don't know what your experience has been, but I had a chat with a guy on one of the towers over there. And it was he seemed like a very nice chap, but I was talking to him for a little spell, and after a while he just started. He seemed a little bit freaked out by me, and I can't help thinking maybe there's something about us that freaks these guys out. I don't know what it is, and
that's more about maybe it's more your problem, mate.
Do you think that
maybe
might
you
be
should stay quiet? Yeah, General. Sorry.
Yeah, you might be right. Fair enough.
Well,
I don't think they're going to be that bothered.
Yeah,
but we'll bear it in mind in case
a vitriol beat.
Do what? Sorry.
Get a vitriol beat for that.
Oh, what, me?
In fact, get 2 for it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. So
I feel disquiet.
Right. So what are you doing?
I think I'm going to sort of swerve it as well. I'm like a security robot, so I'm just going to sort of stand down here. If they have a party, great, but if anything kicks off, I'll try and stop it. But yeah, I'm just going to observe.
All right.
Bounce about.
Yeah, I'm cautious, man. I've heard G5's story, and I'm thinking,
You know what? Maybe while we're just talking amongst ourselves, maybe this is it. Maybe we need to, maybe clearly these guys are not ready for us as we are. With personality and stuff. We do clearly need to sort of keep the chit chat to a minimum. But when we do have it, it's got to be very, specific, and then we kind of blend back into just being a bot. So if we're just moving around, the place is massive. There's loads of people around. It's like the Death Star. You know what I mean? Someone's walking along the corridor on the Death Star. You just assume he's doing his job. So we just walking along, looking like we've got something, and not shouting party.
So the guys in the tower seem
yeah.
Yeah. The guys in the tower, the guy in the tower seemed to think that if we're helping out in some way, that seems to be what he thinks is our job. So I wonder if maybe we could, if we help out in some way, could we? I don't know. We might get, because there's another. He was saying that I think he was saying that there's like some other, like Central City or something we could go to. Or was that what we were saying? I can't remember.
He was saying the crabs will be being taken somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. And that's where. Well, I mean, he was talking about me getting reprogrammed, which I wasn't very happy about. But
yeah. But you do get the impression from sort of the way they have treated you now that it is they don't see you as having. So it would be like if you're talking vacuum cleaner started talking a load of nonsense, you wouldn't be like, oh, let's figure it out. It is just, oh, you must be a malfunctioning tool. But probably a good idea as to of, like you say, keeping the chit chat to a minimum and just speaking when you can, because you manage to avoid really getting any disquiet because you were speaking to a group of people. But again, as you've pointed out, if you just kind of occupy yourself and look like
just look like I'm picking something up. I'm going to get that box over there.
Right. Well, I reckon that would probably be a good point to end it there, as the star sets and these people look like they're getting ready to call it a night and go to bed.
It's not much of a party after all that.
No,
you know what?
More of a pre-party warm-up, you reckon?
Yeah.
Because what did the guy say was happening tomorrow as well?
Tomorrow is the gathering, the harvesting. That's the one.
Yeah, the harvesting, man. Maybe they'll party after the harvesting. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe the corporation sent me too early.
Yeah, you need to have something that fires confetti out of your head or something. That's what a party bot would do.
Yeah. The party sex bot, man. just one of them coats, man, with just butt plugs and vibrators.
Yeah, get molested, cause disquiet.
Yeah, you can fashion them out of your nanites. Just turn yourself into a load of dildos.
With eyes on.
Living the dream, man.
Right, well, experience-wise, what have you got so far of normal experience?
I believe
I've got 3 beats and 2 vitriol beats.
Right.
Yeah, I've got 2 beats and 2 vitriol beats.
Well, let me just...
G5's drowning in beats because he's creeped out a load of people.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I seem to be doing quite well. I've got 4 vitriol beats and 1 standard experience or something. As far as I'm not sure. Yeah, I managed to max out my beats.
Excellent. Well, let me just try and find what it is. I'm pretty sure it's 3 beats equals an experience point.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, there's 5 on the.
Oh, is it 5? It might well be 5 then.
Yeah, there's 5 spaces in the thing. So,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why I'm conning myself out of beats, but.
No, you may as well. Let me just. You don't want to go too sick. Experience. Yeah, 5 beats. Yeah, unfortunately. Right, but let's go through this. Right, you've not fulfilled any aspirations because you've not really had any. Each condition that you resolved, you both G5 and S2 were arm cranked, so get a beat for that.
Cool.
Anytime you roll and make it a dramatic failure, you did that a few times. S1.
Didn't you? You did.
S1, are you?
Hang on.
Yeah, there's a couple of those. Was there a couple of those?
Yeah, I think I did do 2. I did 2.
Right.
I think I did 2 as well.
Right. Have you already got them? Did you add them? Or?
I got 1 for the first one, but not for the second. So do you get a beat for that? 1 beat?
Yeah, you get 1 beat for that.
Okay.
I can't remember. I might have actually picked that up already. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume I have because
we both picked 1 up in the baboon fight.
Yeah.
Right. We should have picked. So should I pick another one up? Because I mean, we were both hit twice. So
get another one then.
Yeah.
If your character takes damage in one of her 3 rightmost health boxes, take a beat. So S2, that was you. You got your full bar taken.
Yeah.
So I get 2 beats, or did you say 1 beat?
You'll get 3 because you got all your bar filled. Get 3 for that.
Right. So I've got 5 now. So does that mean I get an experience?
You get an experience.
And is it a V beat?
No.
Is it normal beat?
This is just your normal one. So, and then at the end of the game session, everyone gets a beat.
Sweet. Sorry, did you say there? You get a beat for just bashing damage.
Yeah. Did you get your?
I maxed out my bar at 1 point. Yeah.
Take a beat for that.
Sweet.
And I think that's it for the normal experience.
You know what? I only got 1 dramatic failure. I'm going to have to knock a beat off.
No, you got 2.
Are you sure?
I think you got 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Took 2. What have you got? Let me just. For the vitriol experience, let me see how this works. So what does that give everyone in normal experience?
I've got 1 experience and 2 vitriol beats, and my beats bar is empty now.
Right.
I've got 1 experience and 4 beats, and then I've got 4 vitriol beats as well.
Right.
I've got 2 vitriol beats and a plenty of experience and the beat.
Right. Doesn't appear to be anything about vitriol experience.
Just made it up and hoped it would be in the book.
Yeah, it sounded like the sort of thing that would be in it. But...
Swimming in the stuff, but it's nothing.
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. I'm looking in the core rule, that's why.
It won't be core, man.
No. I think it's not going to be in this as well, is it? Vitriol, there we go. 104. Right. Yeah. You all got 2 beats for getting a minor milestone. Didn't you? Before.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was in the start of the game. So you were definitely a martyr for a scene. S1, so you get 2. You were an outcast G5, so you get 2.
Is that what another 2?
Another 2, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because you were at the start, but also it was when you all split up, like you say. You were.
Yeah. In that case, I've got another experience.
Yeah.
Cool.
A pilgrim, I suppose. In a way, yeah. A pilgrim. You were.
You're exploring. You're in your explorer mode.
He was making his way to the party.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You were making your way there, yeah. So you get 2 as well. You were focused on the journey, the fastest way to get there.
Hang on a second. So you just said there that we got 2 for. What was the first thing you said? You got 2 for.
You got 2 at the start of the game when the baboon fight.
Is that accounted for or not?
That's accounted for. Yeah, we all added that.
Cool.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So I think you should have 6 now. G5
Yes.
and the other 2 have 4. Is that right?
Yeah, plus the 1 experience we've already got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that actually means I've now got 2.
I've got 3 beats.
Yeah, I've got 2 beats. I'm 1 behind S2, so that makes sense. Yeah.
So you got 4 overall now. S1.
I've got 1 experience and 2 beats and 2 vitriol beats.
No, you should have 4 now. You got 2 for the first bit and then 2.
No, we already had that. We added that. You give us 3 points in the first.
Oh, vitriol.
Oh, not the vitriol. Sorry, no. In the very first.
You did give us 2 beats, and I did mark them down earlier on.
Yeah, and then you get another 2 for the second half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You were just giving us
just added them on now. Yeah.
Right, so you've got 4 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused. So those beats you were just giving us were vitriol beats.
Yes.
Oh,
Right, so
sorry.
I'll take-
Right. Yeah. I'm tripping. Okay. Yeah,
Right,
4 vitriol
yeah.
beats. Sorry, dude. Yeah.
Right.
So I've got
Right.
6 vitriol beats. Right.
So I should have 2 experience and 0.
No.
Just 1 and 5.
Yeah, 1.
One and
No. 1. You've got the normal experience and the vitriol experience. You've got, what was it? 1 point and 1 beat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got
1
4,
point.
now you've got 4 beats of vitriol experience.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right, I'm with you.
Right, because there's 2 separate types of.
Can you remember what I said, Jim? Did I say one normal experience plus 4 beats? Is that what I said?
I think it was, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Quite.
And then, so now I've also got 6 vitriol beats. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So
cool.
that'll be
Right,
1 point of vitriol experience and 1 beat. So yeah, you have done quite well out of this.
Well, it's because I'm an expert at being an outcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm good at.
The general man.
Yeah, you proved your outcast power there, man. Rolling that 1 Azoth or whatever it is, where that success was clearly awesome.
That's how I do it.
Quick bit of disquiet, did it?
Freaking people out. There was another thing as well. What did I get? I got a couple of vitriol for.
PC,
Oh yeah,
the thing about the disquiet. You know, you were. I gave you that because technically speaking, there's these. I think it's 10 milestones that you've got to achieve, but they're all ones that you'd kind of know through making your character. You know what I mean? Like knowing the metal you choose affects what spells you can get. That's a milestone. So I thought to myself before, if it does come up naturally in roleplay, I'll give a couple of beats. You know, otherwise the game would have been too long. You know, if you've got to get like all these. So yeah, that was what you got it for.
So I got it for basically realizing that people don't like me.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Well, fair enough.
But yeah, it's the conditions that are good for getting experience. So if you want to look at them and see how you can engineer yourself to get into scrapes and stuff, a good way.
Yeah, no, that's the key, man. That's why I was encouraging you to jump into the shark's mouth, man, S1, because you need to take a massive amount of damage beyond what a human can.
Yeah, no, I mean, this was sound advice. I think my guy's just a little bit timid as he's dipping his toe into the world.
Yeah.
I'm just helping, man.
Yeah, no, it's much appreciated. Sound advice, but I'm not.
I'm robbing the boat with me, man. I mean, that's one quick way to become an outcast, is to steal. You know, people.
But actually taking damage is...
I'm disappointed that people are so fucking, like, not used to robots being as cool as us. That's a downer, man.
I think that's going to be a lesson for our characters. Nobody thinks we're cool.
Yeah, you know what? I reckon there's life experience in this game.
Maybe that's a lesson our viewers already know about us.
Yeah. I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to stop recording.
Yeah, sounds like